Welcome back, you guys. This is Tessindra, continuing my Valkyria Chronicles campaign, where we are. This is like post chapter 14 story. It's technically not chapter 15, so I don't really know what this is, but it looks like we're gonna punch Faldio, so I'm all for it. Let's see here. Parting ways, suspicion. Yes, we are very, very suspicious indeed. Dots.
Sir, may I come in?
Kreese is here as well.
Kreese, any results on that thing I asked you to look into?
Yes, sir. For starters, this bullet you gave me. Its shape and markings perfectly match rounds used by an experimental Gallian sniper rifle.
Okay.
I see. So Alicia really was shot by someone inside the Gallian force. So, any leads on who fired it?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, Kreese.
The night before the shooting, records show Lieutenant Lanzet checked out the rifle.
Is that little Faldio?
What? Faldio had the gun? Are you sure that's not some mistake?
It's rare for a tank commander to ask for a sniper rifle, so the clerk remembered him.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. He is the tank commander. He is the...
Sir, only 2 of those rifles exist right now. One is confirmed to be locked in the arsenal. The other was checked out to Lieutenant Lanzet and has yet to be returned.
Yep, he's the bastard.
I can't. It's hard for me to believe, too.
Faldio? It couldn't be.
Let's go punching. Let's go punching. Truth. Okay. We get to know the truth now?
Hey, Faldio. You in? I guess not.
Do we scrounge around his room?
Notes on the Valkyrian race. The anthropology of the Valkyrer. Maybe he was reading up on the enemy.
Hmm.
This is his handwriting.
Are we snooping?
Alicia must be made to awaken. What?
By shooting her?
Alicia must be made to awaken. No matter how much I try, I can think of no other way. I almost wish I had never joined them on that expedition to the Barrius ruins.
That's actually okay.
I'm convinced that the inner chamber was built to admit only Valkyria. But the door opened at her touch. That could only mean that the blood of their tribe courses through her veins. Still, I was shocked to find her bathed in that uncanny light that night in the field. Though I doubted my eyes, I never once doubted. That light was the Valkyrian blue flame. Ultimately, I had no choice but to accept the simple truth that Alicia is one of them. I'd already begun to question all I knew. The walls of the temple sanctum were inscribed with the Valkyrier's account of history. History as it truly was.
So the only truth, like the real history, was locked inside the temple.
We are all taught of the Darkson calamity, and how their actions forever scorched the land.
I'm guessing that didn't happen.
But this account told a different story.
Yeah, like the little holes in the rocks in the Barrios Desert.
The Valkyrie invaded this land from the north, slaying the indigenous Darkson people as they came. Their grasp of Ragnite technology and the art of war were vastly superior.
How did they lose then? They disappeared.
They trained the destructive power of Ragnite on the Darkson's land, burned it to ash, then had the gall to pass the blame for their inhuman deeds off on their Darkson slaves. Darksons have borne that stigma ever since, while the Valkyrie became godlike saviors. The victors simply rewrote the history books.
That always happens. That always happens.
The Barrius ruins promulgate a lie to all but their own descendants as hard fact. Reading about the Valkyrier's power, the true face of these saviors, left me stunned. Yet at the same time, I cannot help but think of how useful it could be to us now. Since then, I've investigated every text and report on the Valkyrie I could find. They lead me to believe that at least a few scions of the Valkyrie must have survived to this day. All across Europa, these rare individuals live and die unaware of their own nature. But history has recorded rare cases of individuals who have awakened to their powers. Their stories share one common thread. All of them suffered grave wounds before awakening.
So that's how you awaken them.
If those accounts are correct, the blood of the Valkyrie stirs at the approach of death. Their power, having slept for thousands of years, bursts awake at one step shy of the end. Once awakened, if one of these individuals takes hold of the refined Ragnite arms of their ancestors, they make their mark on history as one of the Valkyrie of old. I couldn't stop myself. I stole the Valkyrian lance and shield out of the university archive. Supposedly their blood serves to amplify the Ragnite's natural power. I have no idea what science lies behind it. Perhaps it's a consequence of their origins in the Ragnite-rich northern regions. Regardless of the reason, the Valkyria's life force itself calls forth a reaction from the stone. The enemy Valkyria decimated our forces on the Magyar plains. I could not afford to stay my hand on account of ethics. I had the rifle, and I forced myself to use it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I shot her. I placed the lance and shield on her unconscious form. I was racked with insecurity and guilt, hands red with blood of my best friend's love. But now I know. The choice I made was right.
Faldio!
Oh, shit!
Hello, Lieutenant Gunther. Is something wrong? Faldio, where is he? Sir, Captain Virat just called him in. He left only a minute ago.
I don't know. There was only one way to stop Silvaria. That was with another Valkyria, it seems. But god damn it. Honestly, if he would have asked Alicia to... I just have a feeling that he could have achieved the same results in a different way. Maybe? Or maybe I'm being childish. I don't know. Let's see him. Confrontation. Hopefully he gets punched. Punch him.
Faldio, I'm only going to ask you this once. Was it you who shot Alicia?
Yeah. I shot her.
Yes!
Tell me why. Why did you have to shoot her?
The people. Gallia needed her. Now let me ask you a question. How else do you think we could have won that battle? If not for Alicia's power, Gallia would have most certainly lost.
I still can't.
And not just this battle. I'm talking about Gallia's future. How else are we supposed to survive Welkin? Caught on either side by giants. It's Alicia. Our Valkyria. She's the only one who can protect us from them.
Wrong. Our side gaining power won't end this war. All it does is escalate the conflict.
That's enough. Listen to each other. You may both be right, but still, you're both very wrong. I don't claim to have the perfect answer either. However, regardless of the reason, attacking one of your own comrades is deplorable. By Gallian military law, I remand you to the stockade until further notice, Faldio. And you, Welkin. 24 hours in isolation for engaging in fisticuffs.
24 hours? Alright. Couldn't you have...
Chapter 15. Citadel Ghirlandaio.
Couldn't you have punched him a few more times? Oh, there's a whole lot of things that unlock there. Well, so this is chapter 15, so we have double combat missions coming up. Interesting. So there's going to be a combat there, 4A, and then a cinematic 4B, and then another combat 5A. I think we push on, right? Let's make this a double. This is still technically the same story, so it's fine. Chapter 15. Citadel Ghirlandaio to fell a citadel. Oh, this is going to be good. Now we're actually attacking like installations, I think.
Thanks to the victory at Nagyar, our forces have pushed the enemy back to the border. The Imperials are currently holed up in the citadel at Ghirlandaio.
Ghirlandaio.
A crucial checkpoint along the commerce routes tying Gallia to the east since medieval times, the pass at Ghirlandaio had been fortified for ages. The existing structure was rebuilt as a modern fortress during the First European War, and its grounds were littered with the casualties of war. In the current war, it housed the Empire's command center, and now it stood as their final stronghold.
So they just took it like day one, and have been using it ever since.
What's our strategy for attacking the Citadel, Captain?
I still haven't received any details on our orders from above yet.
Details.
Oh, stop your worrying, Virat. I came here myself to give you your orders.
General Damon, I'm honored, but why not just send a messenger?
Your regiment really showed 'em up out there at Nagyar. In return, I'm granting you the honor of assaulting the Citadel at the van of the army.
Sir?
Here are your orders. There's a supply line running into the Citadel. We're sending a train car loaded down with explosives along it to blow us an entrance. The militia will run along the track ahead of it, flipping the right rail switches.
Flipping rail switches, sir? This while dodging a hailstorm of bullets? That sounds like a suicide mission, sir.
Yeah, of course. That's why we got selected for the mission, Captain Virat.
What are you talking about? It's the perfect challenge for your fearless crew.
He's got a hairy neck.
If we succeed here, the Empire will finally be forced out of Gallia for good. You'll pave the way for the real army. You got that, Virat?
Why is he so incompetent?
Damn it! Another mission they don't have the guts to do themselves.
Who are you?
Maybe. But it's a mission that somebody still needs to do.
Precisely. As the General said, if we win, the Empire will be driven out of Gallia. Let this be our final battle. I'll await good news from the field. Dismissed.
Is Alicia still in our army? I don't remember. Okay, so we still have a way to go. The cruelest order. Ooh. What is this order? A cruel order?
It hurts. Mother, where are you?
Hey! There's a survivor here! It's too late for the mother. Come on, we've got to get the child out. Now!
Mother, where are you? Mother! Mother!
Sire, Your Grace.
That incident grows old and stale. Selvaria, what news have you from the front?
Sire, they seek to push our soldiers past the border, and the total of their forces approach those of our own.
I see. The advantage now begins to sway towards the other side. It seems the loss at Magyar has ended our hopes of strolling through the gates of Rondgries.
The fault lies with me. This would be over had I but won at Magyar. Your Grace, grant me another chance, I beg you. Please allow me to fight for your glory, sire.
Dear Selvaria, do you truly wish to be of help?
Yes, more than anything. From the time you saved me, Your Grace, I've known that I love you more than I do my own life. Sire, I want to work in the service of your dreams.
Very well. So, Selvaria, you report that the strength of our opponent now matches our own. In that case, let the fire of destruction rain down upon them. Use the final flame of the Valkyria.
But...
That sounds bad.
Your Grace!
The hour of your death shall mark the inauguration of our rule. Farewell, Selvaria.
Oh, fuck. I don't like that at all.
Can't say I'm impressed, Your Grace. Making a lady cry?
This is simply one of a number of scenarios we'd planned for since before Magyar. If her prowess as a Valkyria is insufficient, Selvaria's uses quickly narrow to one alone.
Anyway, there's a messenger here for you straight from Castle Randgries.
So there is. Let him wait. I have no time for simple messengers now.
Yeah, I think he's getting desperate and he doesn't want to show it. There's something, the motivations this guy, Maximilian, has for this war are sort of... I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I haven't been speaking a lot. It's just, I don't remember this at all. But I get the feeling that he is... I don't know, his mother, I think, died. So he has a bunch of half brothers and sisters in the court. And his father is the king. And this is like his chance to prove himself. So he's willing to just throw her away in order to achieve that. He's a complete bastard. Fuck this guy.
We are set to commence Operation Steel Scythe. Jaeger, prepare to return back east.
What? Then it's... the Marmota's finished?
That doesn't sound good.
It is. Word has come that it has completed its trial run. The Galleons are hasty to assume victory. We shall see them gutted yet.
I'm sorry.
Well, she's gonna take all of us down with her. Racing for battle. This is so good. The story is so good.
Is everybody here?
No. Still no Alicia, boss.
Right. Well, let's start.
I already heard from another squad. We're prepping some tracks for a bomb.
That's right. It's a rough one, but this is a critical mission.
This is the militia. We're used to getting all the bum missions by now.
Mm-hmm.
With that settled, there's one question I gotta ask you, boss. Alicia's Valkyria powers and all. You plan to use those this time, too?
No, Largo, of course I don't. I have faith in your natural abilities. Who needs Valkyria when I've got you all?
Damn straight.
Good answer. I'd expect no less from you, boss.
We're ready for anything out there. After all, this could very well be it.
Yeah, we're fine. You go be with Alicia, boss. She needs you real bad right now.
All right. You all know what you're doing.
Maybe. I thought this was the briefing.
But does he? This is a tough one. Even for Nature Boy.
Having Alicia and the boss moping around is a drag for the whole squad. I hope for everyone's sake they can pull out of this funk real soon.
Yes.
Alicia, there you are. What's up?
Look at this, Welkin. Guess what? I found some lion's paw growing while I was out on my walk. There you go. Very sharp. Makes you look like a real gentleman.
Well, thank you.
Welkin. They said it was Valdio. Is it true?
Afraid so.
Then when I walked through camp before, some of them got down on their knees, like they were worshipping me. Praise the Valkyria, the Godchild. They were begging me to save Gallia, me. I mean, what am I supposed to say to that?
Alicia,
What kind of life can I live from now on?
I wish I knew.
Wow, I'm sorry. Guess that was pretty heavy. Here we are right before the last battle, and I'm not helping things one little bit. Don't worry about me. Sergeant Alicia Melchiot, sir. Reporting. And ready for duty. My mind is focused on the mission. See you later, boss.
Very believable.
Alicia.
Honestly, just win the war and become a baker. Take those excruciatingly painful national exams and become a baker. It's no problem. Alright, fight for Galandia. Well, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the headquarters, just because it's tradition at this point. So, Valdio is a piece of shit. Maximilian, the prince dude, is also a piece of shit. General Damon is a piece of shit. Jaeger, I don't know, maybe? Sovaria is...
Hello again, son.
Problematic.
I'll teach you artillery support today.
That sounds better.
Use it to call down a barrage of artillery fire.
That sounds amazing, but I don't think it's gonna finish off anybody.
I hope we'll meet again.
I kind of want to see how many orders there are, but we keep getting them. Alright, Miss Ellett, what do you got for me?
Hey! Oh.
Yeah, Rising Stars. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Clash at Nagyar concludes. The morning of the 28th brought news of the Gallian forces' victory at Magyar. Though the exact figures are still unclear, it is safe to say that this win came at significant cost in Gallian lives, with at least as many Imperial casualties to match. That cost might have been far greater had a second Valkyria not emerged from among the Gallian forces in a duel fought with the lances and shields of legend. It was the Gallian woman who claimed victory, and the remaining Imperial defenses fell soon after. Though army officials have issued no comment on the Gallian Valkyria, the survivors of the Magyar operation likely have her to thank for their lives. Yeah. Refugee issue crosses borders. The European Human Rights Initiative has asked the continent's leaders to address the mounting refugee problem. Armed conflict and displaced people have long gone hand in hand, but the current condition of Europa has refugee numbers higher than ever recorded, and the question of how to help them is fast becoming a paramount issue. European Human Rights Initiative volunteers are slated to be sent to camps all over the continent to offer much-needed food and medical treatment to their inhabitants. Ben Tamal, an EHRE spokesman who has worked on behalf of refugees for 2 decades, stated, "Man's hope for peace are hollow without the will to cast aside superficial differences in race, nation, and religion in order to win it." All right, so we have some human rights issues, and we have a badass Valkyria. You got more stuff? Oh my, wait, what the fuck is this? Alicia, Captain Virat, Welkin. Oh my god, we have a whole bunch of shit now. Are we ever gonna get to the combat missions? Probably not. Alright, well... Well, it looks like that combat mission might be put on hold, because we've got a whole bunch of extra story to deal with now. So, I'm going to go ahead and just call it quits here. I'm going to take a quick peek at the story stuff. We might do just all of them, but if some of them have like combat missions, I might do them separately. Because we just got dumped like 3 extra chapters right before this big fight. So I'm kind of wanting to do them before the battle. Right? Anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode. But until then, see ya. And thanks for watching. We got to punch Faldio in the face. Yes!